Hi, fourth grade mathematicians. Welcome to another Wednesday math. Today, your math that you're going to be working on is for day 3, Wednesday, May 20th. And mathematicians, we are still working on our 2x2 multiplications. And our target today is that you can use estimates and something called partial products to multiply 2 by 2 digit numbers. So we enjoyed, Mrs. Desmond, Ms. Temersma and I enjoyed seeing your work that you sent to us last Friday on your multiplication. And the three of us talked, and one thing we did notice is this happened to some of our multiplication, as I want to just talk to you about a real common mistake that fourth graders make when we start doing 2 by 2 multiplication. And when we looked at the equation on Friday, 14 times 16, first of all, if I round, 14 rounds to 10, 16 rounds to 20. So my answer should be something about 10 times 20 would be 200. Some of the work we saw was, 14 times 16, 10 times 10, and then 4 times 6, and my answer came to be 124. 124, is it close to 200? It's not too far off, but something kind of happened in this equation that we need to go back and think about. When we're multiplying 14 times 16, remember we have 2 digits times 2 digits. So if you just did 10 times 10 and 10, if you did 10 times 10 there, and then you did 6 times 4 here, you forgot about the other two equations, which is great learning because today we're going to have another strategy that's going to help us remember how important it is to get all of our equations to get the correct answer. So if I go back, I should have had 10 times 10, and then 10 times 4, and then 10 times 6, and then 6 times 4. My real answer should have been 224, not 124. So today's work is going to involve using the strategy of estimating and also using a strategy we call partial products. So first of all, when we start a multiplication, it's always just a great strategy. Let's estimate. What should my answer be close to? So if I'm going to multiply 36 times 23, 36 rounds to 40, 23 rounds to 20, 40 times 20 will be close to 800. Okay. One strategy we've used so far, the ratio table. So I could count by 36 23 times. So I could do 1 times 36 is 36. 2 would be doubled, which would be 72. 3 times 36 would be whatever 36 plus 72 is, or 36 plus 36 plus 36, which is 108. Well, there I have my 3. Then I just need to figure out what 20 times 36 is. Well, if 2 is 72, 20 is going to be 10 times more, or 720. So my answer to 36 times 23 using a ratio table would be to combine those two numbers. So you have worked on ratio tables Monday and Tuesday. So today, a ratio table is a great strategy to use, but there's also the strategy I'm going to teach you today called a partial product. Okay. So if I look here, 23 times 36, I want to round. 36 rounds to 40, 23 rounds to 20, so we just did that. That's about 800. Now if I'm thinking about this array, can I just do 20 times 30 and 6 times 3? And if I did that, my answer is going to be 618. And we said my estimate was going to be around 800 when we did this. Okay, and also that answer doesn't really match what I did on my ratio table. Today, this partial product strategy I'm going to show you, it's real similar to when we did numbers only in our 2 by 1 or 3 by 1 multiplication. Today, I want you to think about if I have my problem written as a horizontal, I can kind of do a numbers only, but we'll call it partial products when we're doing 2 by 2s. I want to think about what are these two numbers multiplied together? Well, this is 30 and this is 20. So one of my equations is going to be 30 times 20. Then I'm going to use my 30 right here and do 30 times 3. So I've done a straight line and I've done a cross line. My next partial product is going to come from this 6. This 6 has to cross over here to that 2, which is 20. So I can do 6 times 20. And the last equation I'm going to think about is the equation right here, 6 times 3. So this is my partial product, and I'm going to have this design of a line and a cross and a cross and a line. Kind of looks, I don't know, something like a design on a barn door. Down, across, and down. So my first down number, 30 times 20, which is 600. 30 times 3, here's my 30 times 3, which is 90. Then my 6 times this 2, which is 20. That 2 has a place value, it's 20. So that is 180. And then last of all, my 1's 6 times 3, which is 18. So here are my partial products. If I add these up, I have an 8 in this column. That's 17 plus 1 is 8 in that column. And 800. Oops, I realized I made a mistake. This should not be 180. That should be 120. Oh, glad I caught that. 6 times 2 is 12, which means I have to change this. 8, okay, 10, that should be a 12. There we go. And then 828. If I go back and look at my ratio table, 720 plus 108, 828. So fourth graders, so we have our strategies of estimating. We have our strategy of doing the array model, which I would have done 30 and 6 and 20 and 3. But from this array model, we can move to our partial products, or like the numbers only strategy, and put our numbers, remembering place value though, that's the most important thing, remembering this 2 is really 20, this 3 is 30, and create the partial products as another strategy. So on today's work, you have some estimating, then use the barn door as a way of making sure you're multiplying all the numbers in the problem. You have that to work on today. You have Thursday to do some estimating and solving using the area model or the ratio table or our new partial products. And then the Friday, you have kind of a review, and please again take a picture of this and send it to your teacher because we love seeing what the work you're doing, and it helps me to know what to kind of touch base with you about from your learning. So have fun with that and enjoy your math this week. Bye.